Resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guy. With flipping ain't easy by your side.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. We're absolutely thrilled to be with you in more ways than you'll ever know. As the title says of this video, we were extremely lucky to still be here with you right now. I mean, that's the worst case scenario. It's like a comedy of errors going on, and I'm the only one to blame for it. And it sucks. I hate the feeling. All this could have been avoided. Now, what the hell are you talking about? Well, went to bed last night. Everything was great. Actually, last night before I went to bed, went to Sam's Club, unloaded some, backed up the SUV to the garage, unloaded stuff, shut the garage door. Everything's good. Went to bed, and then, I mean, we're out like a light. And then all I know, and I'm sitting here, waiting for my chair. My chair hasn't arrived yet, by the way. This is the old chair. It's still wobbly as hell. Waiting for my chair. It was supposed to arrive on Saturday, and then here comes Sunday. Still no chair, and it's like I had to wait till midnight to finally for them to do anything for me, which they're sending me a replacement chair. So that was my last thought, was before I went to bed, was dealing with this damn chair with Amazon. So I wake up. We get woken up at 5:30 in the morning, and loud bangs on my we have a front door. It's kind of like on the side, but we have a regular front door. We have a iron security door, and you just hear a bang, 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 and I'm like, what the hell? My first thought was, why the hell is the Amazon guy bringing my chair at 5:30 in the morning and banging on my door? So I'm not entirely decent, I guess, but I get up and I answer the door through the, open the door, and there's a flashlight in my face, and it says, North Las Vegas PD, we need you to come outside. And speaking of that, and this is why we have the dogs put away, because these dogs, they didn't help us. I'll get to that here in a second. So I'm like, okay, well, can I get dressed? Like, yes. Anybody else inside? Yes, my wife. She needs to come outside. So I go in there, get some shorts on. I said, there's some police outside. I have no idea what they're here for, but you need to get out. Yeah, we need to go outside. So we're both outside with no shoes on, and it's cold on the sidewalk and all that. Well, they escort us out to the driveway, and they said somebody was in your car, and they went inside your house. And so now we're freaking out. Like, what do you mean they went inside my house?
Mind you, I wasn't even coherent at the time. I was still in some kind of deep sleep, and they're all starting to come in the house, and I'm like standing there, in my pajamas, obviously. And go ahead.
Yeah. So there's like 4 cop cars like in front of our house with lights on, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? It's like a murder scene. So anyways, we're going to go and do a sweep of your house. So I'm like, well, okay. So they go inside, do a sweep of our house. We're outside, and the cop was like, yes. I rolled up because there are people down your street that had called the cops saying that there's people looking in vehicles. And apparently the cops were called, and they rolled up to our neighborhood. Now we have a little mini gated neighborhood. It's really pretty good neighborhood. Even the cops are saying this is the second time they've been here in like 6 years. So it's a pretty decent neighborhood. But they said that apparently they got in my car, and that's because my fault. I have one of the, didn't lock it like I should have. Of course, in your car, there is a garage door opener. They hit the button on the garage door opener. They kept the damn garage door opener, by the way. They didn't leave it in the car. And we went outside to the car, the garage was like halfway open, and there was stuff outside the garage. You guys know I keep a lot of our merchandise for our store in the garage. So I'm like just trying to process all this. There's a little kid scooter on the ground in front of our car with the door open in the car. And so they go into the house and they don't find anything. They clear the house. And so I'm like looking at my camera, like, okay, well, I'm looking at the front camera. We have a camera in the front, camera doorbell, camera in the back. And I'm like, it didn't register at the time anybody showed up. It just showed the cops showing up. So I don't know what the hell's going on. But then I look at the backyard, and yeah, here's what we see. So that's kind of what it was. What we had. So you could see him go. So he went from my garage. So that's mistake number 2. My door to the garage was unlocked.
And the one that goes from the garage to the house.
Right. So he got inside the garage, and then the police. So what happened was the police came up to our house and saw him out by my car, and thought he was the homeowner and was going to ask him if he saw any strange people, in cars. And so as he pulled up, the guy beelined it into the garage, and he came into our house, and then he went out through the kitchen into the backyard and jumped the fence. Wow. And yeah, they haven't found him. The crazy thing is, he had time before the cops came. He had time to go through the stuff in the garage. He had pulled out my golf clubs because he knew I was going on a golf trip this week. Apparently, he was going to take those clubs on his little kid scooter and somehow, I don't know. And so he had the golf clubs out of the garage. He had a big Harman Kardon, my Bluetooth speaker when I play music. He had that pulled. He had to have climbed up on my shipping table to get to it.
Because he's short.
He's like 5. You saw that. He's
5'6".
like, he was just really as tall as that fence. So he also had, and this is the crazy thing, if you go back, I'll show you here again. We had a lot of 2 headphones. One was I don't know. They're third-party gaming headphones.
Cheap.
I had them for like $20.
Yeah. And
he took those and took them out of the box outside of my garage, and he had the headphones on his neck. Now, the joke's on him. The headphones were for parts or repair. They do not work. But as can't hear us either. So I don't know if you can hear us. I didn't set the volume up with that, but he had a white pair and a black pair of headphones on his neck.
It was red, white.
White. It was black and red, and one's white and blue.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so he took our clicker for our garage, so I had to go in and reset the garage door, and then I had to go to Home Depot, bought another clicker that I had to reprogram with the new code. So everything's working and all, and really we haven't lost anything except for maybe our sanity. It's kind of the best case scenario. Look, I was talking to Josh Gald about this on the phone. Okay, so it happened, right? The car was unlocked. Normally I have a notification from Kia, the app. And of course, everything wants to notify me during the damn day. I have a notification set up on Kia to where if I don't lock the car door, it sends me a notification, right? I didn't get that. If I leave the car running for more than 3 minutes, I get a notification. It's all something that I'm set. And of course, look, I shouldn't be relying on an app. This, like I said when I first came on, this is 100% my fault. But as far as the door inside the house between the garage and the house, I don't even know what the hell would have happened if that door would have been locked, because that cop was...
He would have been caught because the cop was right behind it.
Could have been shots fired, could have been product knocked all over the place. I think... I hate the idea that the guy got away because they haven't caught him, but the fact that it was probably a clean... getaway, no harm, no foul.
So in our back slider door that goes to the backyard from our like kitchen dining room area, that we have a security bar. It's like a big piece of metal that you stick in the center of the middle of the window so that it can't be opened. He opened it. He opened it.
Well,
to get out.
You act like it's a big deal.
It is, because not normal people would not notice something that's...
He probably tried to open it, couldn't open it, and saw that he had to lift the thing to open it. We were dead to the world. Now, here's the thing. We got these dogs. Okay, they bark during our live stream. They bark at the wind. They bark at their shadow. But wouldn't you know it? They didn't say a damn word last night.
Not one word.
And I mean, even when the cops came, nothing. These dogs were not saying a damn thing. They're like, nope. You didn't buy us for this reason.
They're like, we're staying quiet because we don't want to get hurt.
So, but it's like, how do they know? I mean, they've barked at night in the middle of the night at like noises and stuff and wind and all this stuff when it's like a windy night. But the one time we needed them, and I don't know, do you want to be notified? I mean, here's the thing.
Well,
my gun, my boom boom, I shouldn't have said the G word.
We sleep just... Another icing on the cake is we sleep with earplugs in because choo-choo train over here. And so I was dead to the world. Like literally I didn't hear the banging on the door. I didn't hear John get up. All I hear was, there's someone in your house, get out. And I'm like, and I bolted out the front door just willy-nilly.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's our morning. We woke up 5:30 in the morning. They went to the house and all that. But you know, my boom boom was, you know, I put it away in the safe, right? Nowhere near where I mean, being that I was dead to rights, I had no idea any of this was going on. You know, if I would have found this guy in my house, I would have been prepared to take him on. Now I am.
No, we are now.
We were locked and loaded, and it's ready to go, right?
And I even verified with the cop. I said, it's a stand your ground state, right? And he said, oh yeah. He used some other language, but I'll keep it.
So it's just, you know, I keep you know, little stupid mistakes can really hurt you guys. And I think, you know, I was thinking about this before when we got hacked. It's one of those things where you really have to understand that there's a world out there where people are actively trying to do things for their benefit, right? And breaking into homes, stealing stuff, hacking into your computer. And I think the lesson learned is to be more diligent than ever when it comes to the little things, like
even in your home. Don't let your guard down. I mean. And it was weird because, so we had a lot of shipping for the weekend, right? So I did like about 30 packages last night. And you guys know his back has been hurting. So he finished up his work and he was laying down in bed.
Yeah.
I was still finishing up. But the front door's open. You know, the security gate's shut, but it's not locked. I do that for air. You know, it gets really stuffy in here. So I made sure I went and closed the windows, the front door, locked everything up. But the one place I didn't lock was that door from the garage to the house.
So, yeah. So there it is. I mean, I have even a reminder set, you know, an alarm and a reminder on the reminder app. It's like every night I'm being reminded, certain time, make sure everything's locked up.
Yeah. And then on top of all of that happening, I'm going to be here by myself for a whole week. So, you know, he's like, do you want me to cancel? I'm like, no, you work your ass off for all year long. All year long. Yeah, you do go golfing occasionally, but it's never something who enjoys. When you love something, you should do it more, right? Well, he doesn't. He works and works and works. He's got 1 week of a vacation that is completely off grid. He doesn't have to answer any emails, eBay,
I will this time.
Nothing.
We have the services.
Listen, but he gets 1 week a year to be just totally in with his friends and doing what he loves to do, playing golf and playing poker and all the things. I want that for him. I want him to be able to go and just let off steam. And I was talking to Tyler on the way home. I had to go pick up some product today. And I'm talking to Tyler and I'm like, I'm not scared, because he looked like an amateur. Like, from looking at the cameras, and everything that transpired, the way he acted, the way he, you rode up on a scooter. I mean, come on.
A little red child scooter.
Little red kid, little kid's red scooter.
I mean, they even had CSI roll up to do fingerprints
on the scooter.
Yeah.
It was, I did get a laugh out of it, but of course I'm going to be more on edge. And I have really bad anxiety, you guys. And it sucks because I do not like to be alone. It scares me. I'm very attached to him, and it sounds like maybe weird, but he's my safety. He's my home. He's my, knock it off.
Okay.
He's, and so
I'm not used to this.
It makes me like a little more on edge. I'm not scared the guy's going to come back, because he, like I said, he's an amateur. He didn't know what the hell he was doing. All of the things stacked up against him. And even the cops were joking around going, yeah, you guys probably don't have nothing to worry about. And he goes, but do you want to press charges? And we're like, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's
hell
happening.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's a park across our house, so my thought is
he was
landed across the street, and he may have jumped someone's fence or got out that way, but whatever. It was just really, really, really strange indeed. So, that said, I mean, I still don't have my chair from Amazon. I mean, it still sucks, so it's like, of all things.
The one first thought he has when he wakes up in the 5:30 in the morning to a banging on the door. This is not a light bang. It's a metal security gate door.
Yeah.
And so it's not coming down for nobody. And this guy is like, for his whole life, he's just going at it. And I didn't hear any of that. I did not.
I did. I'm like,
I was so out.
So it's been a hectic day. It put us back a little bit of time. We still kind of got back on track. She went and picked up a carload of stuff.
Oh my God. Over 100 packages.
So we have that. I have that I have to go through later. I go on my trip tomorrow, so I'm a little bit behind, but it's okay. The idea we were talking, we even go live. I mean, we're kind of frazzled about it. I got to tell you, I'm not 100% prepared to really give a lot of like solid eBay content,
Yeah,
of course.
we're shaken, like really just shaken, because it's very off-putting to know that somebody was in your home.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you're in the garage. I can kind of compartmentalize. The garage is separate from my house, but once you step foot in my house, that's when I start, that makes me feel a whole different type of way. Yeah. And not to mention, my sister's house just got broken into last month. And it was a much worse scenario than ours. Their house had been cased by Chilean gang members that have come. They have absolutely no fear. None.
Doesn't help when you buy a brand new car with cash either.
Yeah. Well, that's beside the point. But yes. So this happened to my sister a month ago. This is now happening to us. You think that you're in the clear and you're safe and you're in your home and that's your sanctuary and your safety. No, it's not. They don't care about you. They have one reason and one reason only. And if that plan fails, they will kill you. Whether it's by knife, by...
Well, we got lucky. So we're lucky to be here with you guys. And so just wanted to explain. I wasn't even sure I was going to tell you guys at all about it. I didn't want to burden anyone with our problems, but I did talk to the guys this morning after it happened, and Josh had mentioned it, and then Primo had mentioned it. And I'm like, I guess I'm talking about it today. So here we are. Yeah.
I mean, I don't really have anything to fear. Like he took broken headphones. It could
Took
have
down
been
listening,
way
okay.
worse. And yes, I have my guard up and I'm extremely vigilant anyway, but this has got me on another level. I'm
Well,
like, I want a camera in the garage.
there's a couple factors you're not thinking about here. You know, the car, I don't know, the guy was shorter than my damn vehicle, so that's why it didn't pick him up on the
Yeah.
Ring camera out on the driveway. So that's going to be fully in view. You're not going to need to, I mean, well, hopefully you do keep this door locked, I guess, but you're not going to need,
keep every
you're not
door
going to
locked.
really need to open the garage door for any reason. So that's not,
No.
so there's really, that was the access point. The guy, you know, he has the clicker for the old code, so that's not going to work. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, people like that, I don't see them coming back. You know, they may do it again because they didn't get caught, but it ain't going to be here. Yeah. And to be honest with you, I don't think he found anything very, very good in my inventory. So
well,
maybe that's my
everything
problem.
is in boxes, so you can't even in their brown boxes. You know, shipping brown boxes. None of it has. Well, there are a few items that say what the item is on the outside, but not many. No. So if you're walking through the garage, you don't know what's what. So
yeah,
it was just it's not a way that anybody should wake up. Let me tell you. I was so discombobulated. The neighbor lady came out of her house like in her robe and what's going on? And I'm like, we just got robbed.
Get inside.
And
get inside.
The cops are telling her to get in her house. And she's got a giant ass German Shepherd. I'm like, I want a German Shepherd now.
I don't want all that.
Yeah.
Okay. Duncan is telling us he was first. He got here early when I put the notification up, but he's not going to be here today because he had an urgent appointment at KFC. Ended Flip, it says, can't wait for you to share your morning experience. What a way to start a week. Yeah. And you know, and as soon as we're outside, she's all, I can't stay here by myself. So I'm like, oh crap. I mean, and look, it's like I don't know what to do. It's not just a vacation. I'm actually helping run this club. We have 112 guys coming, and you know, like there's a solid 5 or 6 of us that have a big role in it, right? So I'm like, what the hell? So
yeah, but I'm sure had it gone differently, or it was any worse than what it was. Yeah, he would be staying home.
Oh, of course. I mean, they were trying to take my golf clubs, so I mean, what was I going to do? Like, just throw the ball?
Drive the golf. You're the driver. You're the designated.
I mean,
driver.
It worked out to be for a worst case type scenario. It worked out to be the best case type scenario, if that makes sense. So, I mean, I could be right now cleaning up blood out of my garage because the guy got capped by a cop because he turned around because he couldn't get inside. You know what I mean? It worked out that he could get inside. Who knows?
I just wish that lock was locked. The door was locked.
Why? So you get popped and...
Yes! I would have loved to see him fucking...
Well, we would have to do the cleanup on that, on aisle 10 there.
I would call somebody.
Okay, well... got Mike Mecco says, hi, John and Jen and FA family. Hope everything is okay with you guys. Don't worry us, please.
We're okay. We're just really shaken. Like... Honestly, I'm not scared. I'm still as vigilant as I always am. I just am going to pay more attention.
This is when you know you're getting old. You start doing old shit. Like clicking into links and leaving your damn car door open. What the hell? Again, the idiots are going to be idiots. I can't blame people for doing what they do. You know, you can't, I mean, just know that it's going to happen. People are going to try to take advantage. It's certainly 100%, you know, at my fault, and I'm glad that it worked out the way it did. Jovial Juggler says, Lord, our AM ordeal got me all worried up. Your AM ordeal got me all worried about you two. Guessing since you're still having your live today, you're managing through it. Yeah. Yeah. We're dealing with it.
I mean, I might look fine, but my body on the internal is literally, I can't stop shaking. Yeah. And There's nothing.
And the
I
stress
can do
is not
about
good
it.
on my back. My back is kind of progressing slowly. I'm going to go out and play golf. I'm going to go try. But went to the chiropractor this morning again, and they, you know, he's like, "What do you do for a living?" You know, because I'm like, I'm working on a computer and I'm also in my garage working. Well, what do you do for a living? And you know, it's like one of those damn things. I tell him what I do, and he's, "Oh, so you get it's like a little side hustle, huh?" He said that.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, and he's like, "Well, what do you do? Drop shipping?" I'm like, "Okay, this guy's asking me more questions about my business than he did about my back." Okay, and he's asking me the stupidest ass questions. And then I had to tell him what I made last year, just so he wouldn't think of it, because you kind of got to go there to make him think that you're not some bum off the street.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, okay, that's interesting." And then we got it back to my back. I started asking him questions about recovery and stuff. So. We got Dark Horse says, John and Jenna, we're going to walk about 6 p.m. because I need the exercise. I don't know what happened, but my heart goes out to you both. Prayers for both of you. You're truly wonderful people, have helped me a ton. Well, thank you, Mark.
Well,
I appreciate
you.
that. Beards always got something funny to say. Says, I paid that dude to streak the house and to do the helicopter dance. I feel ripped off.
Yeah, you should. Because he was not very bright.
Derek W. Pat, nice to see you.
Derek, I've missed you.
Hello, FA fam. Missed you guys. I've been extremely busy in the past few months, and have a few more to go still, but I'm alive and well.
Thank God.
We were kind of worried. It's like when someone doesn't show up in any of the lives. We're talking about not just us, but I think also you were watching Josh's and Primo's.
Yeah.
And I think maybe even Beard's. I don't think anybody would admit to that, though. And you were gone. And we were worried that something could have happened. So I'm glad that you...
I was praying hard for you. I hope you're feeling great.
Fisher Flips to start off my week with the ER with a torn MCL from a fall at my house over the weekend. Ow. Well, we're the same age. I always worry about that,
God.
Wow. So hopefully you get better.
I hope you get better. I hope you don't need surgery.
And then, when something like that happens, it's hard. I gotta say, it's so hard to try. You gotta really push yourself to do even half of what you're normally used to doing when you're not feeling bad. So hopefully you have a backup plan to get the work done so you can keep making the money. I guess starting at 10 p.m. UK time tonight. For the start
yes.
time. Yeah.
We
so it screwed you up.
Yeah,
it screwed you up.
Daylight savings time. That's another thing that got me all messed up is this daylight savings time. I never know what time it is.
Derek says, I've taken today off so I can finally join a live. I'm going to start taking off on Friday, so I should be here on most Friday lives.
Oh, that would be awesome.
But don't start this week. Unless you're going to do... Now, have we settled this?
No, I don't think I'm...
The good thing about it is everyone will know you're safe if you're on the live, see?
I'm not going to designate and say, yes, I'm doing a live, but I might go on Friday. I might just go live when I'm shipping and just say hi to you guys. Let you know I'm still aware.
How do you do that?
You can do it on your phone. Or on my iPad.
On this channel?
Yeah.
That's weird.
You just have to make sure that I'm the manager person.
Yeah, that and Beard. Sean Gatto says joining early today. Well, nice to see you, Sean.
Thanks for being here.
Tommy Z says, attention, John and Jenna, many thanks to yet another live. Much appreciated. Well, you're very, very welcome.
Thank you. We're happy to be here.
We enjoy being here. It's, we make it part of our routine. It's part of our deal. Just tonight, I'm kind of behind the 8 ball, so I need to get some more listing done. I have to get ready, and we are recording. I have a little time in the morning, but we're recording PPP before I head out, so that's kind of gone. So any work I plan on doing tomorrow, I need to get done tonight. Duncan says, hit the like for free chickens, crickets, and cicadas. We'll also give you a sale, though, in the next 24 hours. Derek's about to start on his second eBay niche store today after the live, going to go through the sign-up process once again. Yep. Sales have been good. I can tell you, pretty standard on the main account. Pretty basic. But on the second account, I got to say, it's been pretty solid for that account. So if we're looking at that account, I'll get this off the screen. $187 day, $203 day on Saturday, $174 yesterday, $102 today. I mean, this store is up 91% over the last 31 days.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't go diving into any data for the video I did on the second store with the offsite ads. I haven't even done. I want it to be some kind of surprise to me as to what that's going to look like. But I'm already getting an idea here that I mean, heck, we even had a day on the 3rd of March, $376 in this account. I mean, we haven't had a day. We haven't had a day since. Hopefully,
You're
I'm
not
not.
showing it.
Knock on wood. We haven't had a day this month that's been under $100. So Sunday the 1st, 180.
There was $100.21.
We had 376, 171, 132, 187, 203, 174, and we're already at 102 today. So it's solid. It's very, very solid. So it's got me going, Now, some of you guys know we have the Facebook group, looking at some of the posts, and I don't know if it was a post on our group or another group, but looking at like some of these people posting their numbers on Facebook, and it's like, now some of these people have like a warehouse and stuff, but there are some sellers that were posting like $300,000 to $400,000 years, or $100 and something thousand last 90 days, and it's like, wow. I mean, it is possible if you're, and I think it boils down to finding and selling the right stuff. I mean, you can make money selling lesser stuff, but I think the better stuff that you focus on getting in your store, the better those numbers are going to look. So it's up to you on how you want to do it. But man, there's a lot of people on the fence. I don't know if I can make reselling work. I got to tell you guys, it is possible, but you gotta focus on the right things. Henri Squaw says, howdy, John, Jenna, and FA chat family. Hope everyone is having a great Monday.
Well, hello.
Better now than before.
Oh, yeah.
Derek says, need John and Jenna to make me a security guard on here again. You mean
yeah.
So I did not do that for the others. I apologize. I'll do that. So Callie Debs and Shopping with Cheryl, we'll get you guys set up too. I just spaced it. Key says, you did have us all worried for a while there, Derek. I sent you messages, John and Jenna did, but I'm just glad you're okay. Welcome back to the show. Yes. Joe Samard says, hi, John and Jenna. Hope you guys get a hole-in-one, or hope you get a hole-in-one this week. Yeah. Well, that'd be great.
That would be awesome.
It's worth money this year. We're making it worth, we're doing a thing where we have 112 guys coming this year. So we have a thing where if somebody during the tournament hits a hole-in-one, they get $1,000. But if that money doesn't get hit, it rolls over to next year, and it's gonna be, if we would have done this when we started like 15 years ago,
been up to
it'd be many thousands of dollars, because nobody's hit a hole-in-one yet in this club. But it's kind of a cool thing, so it's just a fun deal. Sean Gatto says, had a great flip today. Stick vacuum I paid $5.99 for, sold it for $60 plus shipping.
Nice.
Keeps me inspired to thrift. There you go.
So I can't get to the buttons.
Why can't you get to the button?
Here's your.
Oh, you know what? It's just not. Doesn't seem like it's plugged in.
I don't think it's plugged. I'm not worrying about it.
We scrambled to get this.
There are things now that I just really don't care about.
Oh,
like
really?
there are things.
Oh, right.
That are not as important as locking the doors.
So there's going to be other things. I will take that over some of the other things that you like to remind me about in a way that makes me want to.
Watch your mouth.
In a way that makes me want to call you by your middle name.
You don't even probably know.
Karen.
No, that's not my name.
I know.
I would never respond to it.
Jovial says, popcorn popped and sitting at the edge of my seat. Nice to see you. Alturi says, hello from Virginia.
Hello.
Nice to see you. Jody Triple J says, hi, John, Jenna, and FAE chat. Happy Monday. Had a good weekend of sales. Biggest was a vintage ICP hoodie for $150. It was my son's. Does he know?
Does he know? Does he know that you sold his sweater?
Weather's getting warm. He won't notice until October. Ping G's with us. Nice to see you.
Hi, Ping.
Flip It Goods is happy Monday. Nice to see you, Ping.
Hello.
And Callie Debs.
We got you
we'll get you
on the
added
list.
in. Garden Resale Thrifts.
Hello.
And Todd. Nice to see you,
Hello,
Todd. Or Larry Todd. A lot of excellent people here with us in the chat. Callie Deb says, after watching the Nancy Guthrie case, that would freak me out so much.
That's the thing that popped in my head.
I think I didn't roll up in a scooter, though.
You don't know that?
They would have been a known. This dude rode up in a scooter.
I am following the Nancy Guthrie saga. However, that was the first thing that really did pop in my head.
Todd said,
it could have been so much worse.
Todd said, that looked like lag. And you know what's weird? I don't know if we're doing the show at a time where lag just doesn't show up, or maybe they don't like us or what.
No,
but we never see. We rarely see lag, and I can't say it's a man or a woman because he or she will never admit to that fact or not fact. Duncan says, was any of your stock taken?
It's probably snack time.
Yes, Duncan. 2 broken headphones that they were proud enough to take out of the box and put on his neck as he escaped. And I'm like, wow. Hopefully, we don't have to deal with any returns on that. Heather's Menagerie says dogs are fired. Yes, they got. Yes,
they are fired.
They got talking to today.
No, they got a good.
While you're gone, they're standing around the living room, and I got the camera out for the other channel, and I said, guys, what did you guys? Where were you guys at this morning? And they just kind of looked at me all quiet, right? And then after I was talking to Chewy, I was talking to Kylo, and Chewy like conveniently walked away and went behind the chair and like hid.
Yeah.
And I wasn't, I mean, you'll see it on if you watch the channel. I was just trying to have a conversation with him.
Chi-Chi.
Of course, neither dog replied back.
Yeah.
I think that's more guilt than anything else. But
well, even when all the cops were surrounding the whole house, it was freezing outside, so I came inside to get some actual clothes on. And they were just sitting in their crates, like with their eyes, they're looking like this through the.
They weren't whining to get out.
No,
they were happy to be where they were at.
Yes.
It's like they knew it, right?
It's weird how they sense weird things like that.
So I appreciate all the kind words here. Elizabeth Castro says, I'm so sorry that it's so scary. God was watching over you both. I firmly believe that. Now I'm not gonna go testing this world out to try to say, okay, I'm being watched over, so let's just leave everything open and unlocked again. That's a lesson learned, that's for sure. Yeah. Kevin Hawthorne, nice to see you, Kevin. Mike says, okay. You two can't stay out of trouble lately. Well, thank God you're okay.
It's all, I hate to say it, and I hate to put the blame.
I already took the blame.
This guy does some really silly things sometimes.
Sometimes I think it's not silly. I think it's more my mind is.
Yes.
I have a thing of tunnel vision, so I get focused on a task, and the world can like blow up around me, and I'll just.
That is absolutely the truth.
Anissa says, holy cow.
Hello.
Unreal. Nice to see you, Anissa. Tommy Z. Thief was wearing a Green Bay Packers jacket. I don't know if that's what that was.
I don't know what it is. I keep trying to
Dodgers
read.
Hat.
He had a Dodgers hat and then a black sweatshirt with black or yellow writing on the back lower portion of it. So I can't really read it. It looks blurry to me. But
so Duncan said, in my old house, we got robbed. Not a nice feeling. Hence why we moved to a security complex. Yeah.
Yeah.
And DeFlippin said, the audacity of these thieves with all the cameras nowadays.
I know. Like, I mean, I want to get a baby camera and just put it in my front window so that you can see the inside.
If I was that guy, I'd be pretty upset at myself. He's got to be one of the worst thieves in the world. He traded a perfectly functional scooter for 2 broken headphones.
Yeah,
and a garage door clicker that don't work.
His scooter is now in CSI
they took
packaging and at the police station.
Dark Horse says it could be way worse. I was afraid it was something else worse. I had no clue. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't get much worse than that. Yeah. But any worse than that, we're not coming on live, Yeah. Shop with Cheryl says sometimes we just get too comfortable with things where we are safe. I mean, look, I'd be the first to admit, even today, I mean, I'm not afraid to work out of my house. I have the garage door open not right now, but during the day I had it open. While I was working, I'd go back and forth from here to there, and I'm not going to change the way I work because of a stupid thing that I failed to do. It's something I'm going to learn from, so I'm going to keep my routine. I think the guy would be nuts to come back, Well,
they are that stupid, so if you even let your guard down with those door locks, I'm going to...
Yeah, I was saying this to Duncan. He stole faulty headphones. Maybe he wants to open a return. Todd says, did he get away with any of the precious tree cat merch?
No.
No, we keep that stored in here. We're not going to keep that in the garage. Let's see. Keith says, well, I'm sorry to hear that, John and Jenna. I'm so glad you guys are safe, though. That's the most important thing. Yeah.
Thank you.
And then Spam says, what? So now these people know you have all sorts of stuff worth stealing in your garage, but do they really know it's worth stealing? Because it's like they're looking at boxes. I mean, that's all they were able to get. Now, my golf clubs, I guess. I mean...
Yeah, of course, there's other things they could have taken, like our personal items that are in there. But most importantly, probably the most valued item in that garage is his golf clubs.
Yeah.
They're freaking brand new, and they're not cheap.
No, they're not brand new. Come on.
Yes,
You're
they
that guy
are.
at the yard sale that says,
No,
they're brand
they
new.
are.
I've had them for 2 years now.
No, you haven't.
Yes, ma'am. As of May of 2 years ago, that's when I got these set of irons. They're not brand new.
Well, you got a club then. You've gotten something.
No, a year ago I got three my driver and my 2 woods.
Yes,
but that's not brand new. Anissa says you're breaking treats in half and they know it.
You know, that's probably a thing, because I did give them only a half of a treat last night before bed, because
So they're gonna give half of their attention. They're going on half strike.
They're not watchdogs, that's for damn sure.
Editor Flip says, I'm sorry, I'm laughing at the dogs not barking, but I know that this feels like a terrible violation. No, laugh away.
No, it's okay.
Laugh away.
We're okay.
We're past it now.
We're past it now. However, yes, it's the violation of the personal space, that it's not as bad. I don't know why. I don't feel like, I guess I should feel more unnerved about it, but I'm not. I don't know how to explain it. I was more worried for my sister, because she has 3 kids and 2 little my twin nieces. So that scared me more than this scared me.
Shopping with Cheryl says I can send you my border collie. She hates everyone.
Oh yeah.
And the burglar didn't give the dogs some treats because they sleep in their little crate right next to us in our room.
Next to they are right in their crate is my nightstand.
They have a nice wooden deal.
Yeah.
That doubles as a dog bed.
It's a dog crate that is also a side table. Yeah. And so that's what they're in. It's by my side of the bed.
Todd says my dogs would have run up to get him petted. Yeah. Duncan says choo choo train, new nickname. Yeah. LOL, he snores.
Yes, he does.
I do not.
You do.
And then why do I wear earbuds?
I have no idea.
I wear earbuds because my dogs, they like to pant and they like to whine at like 7 a.m. when they want to get up, and I'm like 8 o'clock is the time I'm getting up, dudes. And so that's why I wear them, but it's not because of snoring. Anissa says, I am same Jenna. I absolutely cannot sleep without earplugs. Can hear a mouse fart from 2 doors down. Can't sleep without them.
It's awful. It is really awful.
Boom, boom, bang, bang. I don't think you're allowed to say the G word, even though I did. Andre Squaw says, and you were worried about no bra. Thank goodness you had
I wasn't worried. I wasn't worried. I'm just thankful that I actually had pajamas on. And I literally, because when you said there's someone in the house, I jumped out of the bed and I ran to my office, which is the window that looks out of the front of the house. And I didn't know they hadn't said, there's someone in your house yet. And so I had run to the window to see what I could see, and not knowing there was someone loose. And I come walking back, and that's when he says, you need to get out of the house. And I'm like, okay. And I just beelined it straight to the street.
Good Lord was looking out for you for real. Yeah. Jenna should have grabbed her little friend in bedside drawer.
You're right. But when when you get woken up from I was in my REM sleep. Like I was so dead to the world. And when you're in that way and you get startled and woken up that way, you're not coherent enough to think about that. I mean, honestly.
Yeah. Spam says they'll probably try it again. Your place is a gold mine for them.
Well,
I don't think
they
it's a
think
gold
it
mine.
is, but it will be a gold right in their tail end.
Todd says I have 3 guards at my house: Mr. Remington, Mr. Mossberg, and Mr. Winchester.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have mine. That's now. It's unsettling, but yeah, it's there. Casey New York says bad people do things to others. They don't care who they hurt or how they hurt you. Right.
Absolutely.
Dixie Flipper says, "Wow, I'm so happy that you and Jen are okay. Appreciate that, buddy."
Thank you.
Keith says, "Yeah, you gotta watch. They wasn't scoping places out and come back later, so make sure you double down the security."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. We do have the castle doctrine here,
Yes.
and the gun
Stand your ground.
is ready.
It is way ready.
Whole
I
deck
told him.
says, "Hey, any of you guys sell items with authenticity guaranteed and have issues?" We haven't sold anything authenticity related since
in a while.
Well, you guys remember the story? That same wall that you saw, and where that guy jumped the wall.
Oh yeah.
We had somebody throw a perfectly good pair of used Jordans that turned out to be. We sold them for, but believe it or not, for $130, and they went through the authenticity process. But I could try to answer questions if you have any.
Yeah, we even told the cop that you leave the scooter here long enough, it's gonna get sold on eBay.
Yeah, I asked him. I said, "What are you doing with this scooter?" I told him the story about the tire. You know how we sold the tire
and the meatballs.
We didn't sell the meatballs.
No, we didn't. Obviously.
Yeah. But it's all about selling. Duncan says, as long as the robber wasn't wearing a strategy t-shirt.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? That would have been icing on the cake.
I can't wait till that's gone. Garden Resale Thrift. Popo was around. He won't be back. Popo was around. Yeah, was around. End of the flip says, let's hear it for the attentive police officers. Yeah, I mean,
they were literally here in seconds. Ooh, I mean, it was like... And as soon as I ran outside, there was more coming. And you can reach we're in a, not a cul-de-sac, but we're on the corner of 2 roads that come together, right? And they came from both directions, and they had lights and all of the spotlights on their trucks. And it was all, I thought I was running into the war. I mean...
Cheryl says, Jenna, you should get your CCW so you can carry and have it when you come home and get out of your car.
I am. I'm going to be, when he gets back from his trip, I'm going to be doing all of those things. Okay. I want to take lessons. I want all of it.
Anxiety sucks. Enough said.
Yes.
Duncan says, maybe plant some landmines in the backyard. Yeah.
Well, if he would have gone on the other side of the house, he would have already had.
Jovial says, Spam and I will come stay with you while John is gone.
Okay. I would love that.
Come on
down.
Have a party. And then you guys can go live for sure.
Yeah.
Scooter bandits are to be feared. Haha.
Yeah. I mean...
hello, John, Jen, and FA Monday Live. Late arrival. I'm so glad there is no limit. There is limited or no damage. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Yes, your Tree Cat shirt will be there pretty soon, Mark. And yes, I hope maybe you could send me an email with you wearing it. That'd be cool. Derek says, I'm sure it took you guys forever to go back to sleep after that crazy chaos. We were up for, they didn't leave for an hour and a half.
Until like 7:30. So this all transpired around 5:30.
Yep.
And they didn't leave until, because they had to wait for CSI and she had to do all the things. And then once they left, I went around the house and locked every flicking door and window, and I laid down because I was just, on another one. And so I did have to lay down because I was just shaking so bad.
Got Biff with us is catching up 2x speed wild story. Yes. Nice to see you, Biff. Dark Horse says it's okay. Just take your time and process, then take measures to strengthen your protection. Well, part of the protection comes from prevention. So if I don't, if I'm not doing my job, she's not doing her job. I mean, I put the blame on me because I was out. I was in the car last. So that's where it starts. You make it so that it's okay, fine. Someone's going to go around looking through, see if they can open a car door. And if they can't open your car door, guess what they're going to do? They're going to go to the next one. And
he got lucky, and it so happened to be us. So
he's seen your stuff and took your remote, probably because he plans on coming back. Well, when he comes back, because I went out there and I reset the main unit, and then I paired the The new
He went and bought new clickers and
yeah.
what do you do? Delete the old one? And...
Well, you go in, you reset it, and then it flashes, and then you go in and repair it with the new remote. So
yeah. So and then I think there's a lock on it from what I think is up on the top on the unit itself. And while he's in,
you can pull it.
While
you can lock it.
Gone, I'm gonna lock it because I don't have a need to open the garage door.
Andy Reno says, sounds like he's either seen your show or passed by when your garage door was open sometime. Maybe he's a caretaker there or something.
I don't know.
So.
I don't think so. I think he is just a young, either drugs, homeless, because our homeless population is out of control here.
So the reason why the police were rolling up when he was here was because someone down the street had called the cops on him for going through, trying to opening their car or doing something at their residence. So they were both at both locations.
Yeah.
So it's not like they came here and, we're going to get these guys. It was just, we were like the fourth on the list going down the street, you know.
And it just so happened that cop came straight towards our driveway when he was inside the vehicle.
Yeah. Keith says probably from the north of Sahara Avenue near the Strat. No, we're way north.
No, we're way far away from there.
Yeah, that's the bad. I wouldn't live in that.
I wouldn't live over there. That's the east side. You don't go to the east side unless you have a death wish.
Time to Sell Collectibles says my wife thinks I am crazy, but every night check garage door and every entry door lock and deadbolt before. But there's nothing crazy about it. It's only crazy when something like this happens, and you're like, I'm crazy for not being that crazy.
Well, it is a thing I do is I walk around the house locking all the doors and putting all the safety measures in. I don't know why I didn't go and check the lock on the garage door. I don't know why I didn't, but I did.
I love it because he's gonna go and take those headphones and plug them in and like, this shit ain't working.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna come back?
That was the best part.
This is like a buyer on eBay,
it's
right?
Karma.
So they buy something, the shit don't work. You think they're gonna come back and buy from you again? Probably not.
Yeah.
So hey, I'm glad he picked up something that's not working. Mike G says the boxes were too heavy to steal.
Yeah, some of them are.
Yeah, there's a pile of boxes out in front of my house. Get some 6-inch spikes along the top of your wall out back.
Yeah, I know. You know they do have those bird things that keeps the birds away that are spikes that you put on your roof.
Yeah, but the thing is though, with something like an alarm system, if I'm not thinking of even locking my car door when I should be, am I going to think about alarming an alarm? You know,
it was just an unfortunate, letting your guard down.
Beard says he's looking for a new shower shitter. I think the shower shitter was too big for him to carry. That's how small he was. Yeah. Andy Reno says he went through your inventory and said, hell with it. That's all too heavy to ship.
Actually, we don't have a lot of heavy items. We kind of go, back and forth with heavy items. Like I had no FedEx today, and that's out of 30 packages. That's not normal for us.
So Amazon seller says next time I bring a pickup truck and a couple of buddies, I would definitely get an alarm system and a theft response system, Glock or shotgun. Well,
we have that
10mm.
We have it. However, there's going to be a second one when he gets back because ain't happening.
Duncan says have not left yet. We'll be going soon. Get the 3 German Shepherds and laser beams in the garage.
Yes.
Yeah, these are lazy. He won't be back because he won't carry those large boxes you have in the garage. No, I'm not worried about someone like that coming back. And if I do my part, people are going to go around big cities anyway looking through car doors. It's just a matter of time before they come to your house. Andy Reno says if you don't have a piece on you, you should have hit them with the shitter. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can just imagine, though, if I would have woke up, the
what ifs are out of control in my mind. I'll tell you that. Like I can't even let myself go there because it just scares the shit out of me.
He had a Dodgers hat on, so he
had a Dodgers. He's full karma. Wherever he goes and whatever he does from now on, that's pure karma. He's
Graham says my jaw just dropped when I heard Jenna say that word. What word?
Oh, did I? Oh, I said an F-bomb. I'm sorry.
Did you F-bomb it?
I did.
Uh-oh.
I must have.
Jovia says, would it be inappropriate to say Happy International Meatball Day? It better not be.
No, it's a joke.
Pick the right PPPer. I would be patching all the holes in the wall. 45 ACP holes aren't small.
You say that now,
But what
when
if you
you're
don't
in
wake
the
up?
middle of a REM sleep, you don't hear jack nothing.
Yeah, like the texts that we send to say, hey, are you going live today? And you don't hear us and like you're dead to the world. That kind of sleep.
Yeah.
Earmuffs.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm just going. My hubby used to be a bartender, and one night we were leaving after clothes was held up at gunpoint. Scariest thing I've ever been through.
Yeah, that was.
I've been a victim of a robbery at gunpoint when I was in actually I was in high school working at a fast food place. I worked in the register, and he's like, "Give me one corn dog," and this is like the lunch rush too, wasn't at night. And so like $1.06, he gives me $2 bills. Open the drawer, and he reaches his hand over to the drawer and starts taking the money. And I'd like to go to stop him. And he's like, "Don't do that." I looked up, he had a gun at me. I'm like, backed up, like, gonna have it, shit. Teriyaki chicken for Derek Pat. Samantha says, "Hi, John and Jenna. John and Jenna, I'm so annoyed that the attempted robbery happened. I'm glad all turned out okay. Please be vigilant and God bless." Well,
thank you, Samantha. Yeah.
Yes, John, getting old sucks. Trust me, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Beard says, "Was robbed at gunpoint on one of the fast food restaurants I ran. I've been paranoid about locks and have pew pew for the last 34 years now." Well, I'm there with you now. Garden Resale Thrift says, "My aunt just went to the hospital Friday. Systems of a stroke, but hospital can't find a blockage."
Oh my gosh. Well, I will be praying for your aunt, and hopefully everything is okay.
Scott is the exception. Note to self: block Derek.
When you were talking about the lives that Derek has been missed on.
Biff says, "I got robbed when I worked at Wells Fargo in the 90s.
Oh my God. I had a friend that did that. She worked at Wells Fargo. She got robbed at gunpoint.
Let's see. Sidebar combos. Joe, pajama party it is. Packing my bags now.
Yes.
Well, always got to know where you're coming from. And we'll know when you'll be here. Spam says, "Also, sorry to hear. Hope she'll have a smooth recovery."
Yes.
Sutter's Mill, the only safe place in Vegas is anywhere else. You know, Vegas has its decent areas. I mean, that's one of the considerations we take when we move anywhere is like, okay, am I going to be in a bad part of town?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, we have rules. We don't go to the east side of Vegas ever for nothing. And, you know,
Sean Gatto says, thank goodness you're okay. Nothing worse than having your personal space violated. Having a son who's Henderson police and SWAT, my head is always on a swivel. Carry a taser at all times. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Well,
that's awesome.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot be more grateful for those cops who came in and just did their thing, and they were good at it. I asked them, "Hey, did you check this? Did you check that?" I came back in the house and all the doors were open, including laundry room, bathrooms, shower doors, cabinets. Everything was wide open. So they checked literally everywhere. Even our trash cans. That was weird.
Sean, her son is a Angels fan. When I met Sean at the eBay Open. There.
Oh, okay.
Paul says, "Hi, John and Jenna. Can't be on long as my phone is dying. Sorry to hear what happened, but so glad you're both okay." That's what matters.
Thank you. Nice to see you. I hope you get some sleep.
Let's see. Beard says, setting up a GoFundMe for Paul a new phone.
He needs a charger. I mean, just plug it in.
Should have followed Lag's lead today. Thanks, Beard. Appreciate it. Count says, Paul says, I initially thought before I got details of the drama that Jenna had found John's secret stash of Popular Mechanics magazine.
No.
Who has magazines? Andy Reno says, "Those headphones are a good example of why they call it dope." Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where pigs fly farm. When I lived in downtown St. Louis, it was burglarized 13 times. First few times felt violated. Then I was just pissed.
Oh, yeah. Well, I would have probably moved after multiple. There's no way.
Beard's dog goes bananas when a squirrel farts in the backyard.
So does Chewy and both Kylo. But Chewy's, for some reason, he just found his voice and he's even more obnoxious. And I'm like, dude, not a peep from them.
Bad dog. Jovial says, "I feel safe with my dad here as he fears absolutely nothing since coming back from Vietnam years ago. Only thing is, I would have to ask the robbers to wait so I can wake him as he has his hearing issues. Well, we had hearing issues today.
We did too. It was awful. There is nothing scarier than waking up in your pajamas and the house is dark and you've got flashlights and men just bolting into your house trying to pull you out.
Beard says, I got hacked. Thief lost the scooter. Stay away from John. Next week, lightning on the golf course is in play.
No.
And what'll happen is everyone will get hit but me.
Yeah.
It always affects somebody else. Derek, your dog was named Mighty Bearded Picker. Time to sell collectibles.
Todd said that.
Yeah, okay. My neighbors have a love-hate relationship with my motion-activated security cameras. They are strobe lights that attract motion across the property. There are now 4 homes using them.
Yeah, that we're gonna definitely. I mean, we have what we have worked to do the job that it needed to be done to show the cops and all the things. However, I would like to have a little more.
Andy Reno says, it's just my wife and I living in the country. We pretty much have a piece hidden in every room because you never know where you're going to be when someone comes to the front door.
Yeah.
Wow. Paul says, keep a golf club handy for a few weeks, John. You shouldn't need it, though.
I might just go into the garage and grab one just to keep it by my bed.
Paul says, okay, got to put this damn thing back in charge. Have a great week, all. Well, thank you,
bye,
Paul. Have a good one. Josh says, good evening, John and Jenna. I stopped in for a coffee early this morning, but no one was home, so I left.
Coffee wasn't brewing yet.
Got Wolfman says, nice to see you. Wolfman says, howdy everyone. Garden Resell Thrift says, yay, more testing should be okay, but no update yet. So hopefully everyone's going to be fine.
Hopefully everything goes well. I mean, honestly, I'll keep her in my prayers.
Jody Triple J says, I've had shoes and Pokemon cards go through authenticity with no issues. Mm-hmm. We had a pair of you guys remember that that lot of shoes we bought at the yard sale where we had to get an SUV and our other car. We had to get like 2 carloads full of shoes. I mean, packed, that we bought. I think we spent $300, and they had Jordans, Adidas, and all the shoes were great. But one pair of Jordans we sold for like $80 didn't pass authenticity. It came back and said that there's something structurally wrong with the shoe and they couldn't pass it. I'm like, how is someone going to have a bunch of authentic Jordans, but this one's just not? That doesn't make sense. Yeah. Jovial Juggler says, hoping for a hole-in-one at the golf course is much better than having a hole-in-one in your driveway.
Right.
Yeah.
So true.
Twinkles says, just got here now. Sorry, could you summarize in a sentence what the wake-up call was? Thanks. Someone, because of my car being left unlocked, that was my fault, found their way into my home, starting with my garage, rifling through my stuff, and when the cops pulled up on them, they ran through my house to get out the back door. And that's one sentence. Mike G says, a hot item is one that sells in minutes. Don't have to worry. Don't have too many of those, though. Those are the hardest ones to get. You know, this reselling thing is not all that easy. You know, people say, oh, yeah, it's so easy to resell. Well, one of the hardest things to do and one of the biggest roadblocks people have as a reseller is sourcing. So if you're not sourcing properly or better, it's going to be hard to expect better results unless you're playing a volume game, right? So you see, like my store, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I just wondered what it would look like if I scale it up, which is something I'm trying to do. Derek says, one of the best home security guns in town is a shotgun. You don't have to worry much if your aim is off as the bullets speed out.
That's true.
And my gun has like sights on it and all that. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Biff says, there's no way that Dirtbag comes back.
No.
He's just a low-level thief, probably an addict.
Yeah.
People giving him way too much credit is just crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. What happened? Are we still connected or not? Okay. Yeah. Well, again, I don't know what's going on if the connection's fine. Let me know if it's not. Jovial says, obviously the dumb ass is an amateur as he wore an easily identifiable jacket. Mm-hmm. Probably doesn't even remember what house he was in.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't.
And that's why I think I feel like not as like I didn't cry. I didn't feel like this overwhelming fear. Like I don't feel that way. I don't know why. It's weird.
I mean, when people are having a hard time, prices are going up on gas. I mean, The economy is going to suffer. I gotta say,
don't make excuses for drug addicts.
I'm not making excuses for drug addicts. I'm giving you reasons why people do the stupid crap that they do.
Well,
people get desperate and they'll do things. They'll resort to doing things like that to make a quick buck. Into Flippin says, I live alone and have for a long time. You have to go through 2 gates and 2 doors to get to my house. I still lock myself in when I'm home.
Yeah.
Jovial, there is a manual side lock on each side of the garage door about 4 feet up from the ground.
Yep.
Beard says, maybe I just tell you I'm asleep. Old man excuses, people just accept them. We believe them.
Yeah.
John Gaynor says, hi, Jen and John. Glad
Hello.
you're safe. Idea for PPP, resellers, and safety.
Oh, that is a good idea.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll come up tomorrow in the conversation. We're going to be recording tomorrow for Saturday's show. Duncan says, okay, I got to go to my KFC appointment. Jenna, note my tree cat number is 47. Please, no one else use that number. Stay safe, guys.
Love you, Duncan.
Duncan, but Keith says, reminds me of when we had a guy with a knife walk through our house till he saw me, and all I said is, tell me what hospital you want to go to. He booted out so fast, he left half the rubber of his shoes.
Boots.
Of his boots.
Yeah.
Paul says, had 3 guns pulled on me at a Spanish airport once, but I was hungover, so it didn't really faze me. You probably forgot about it.
Yeah.
CK Roll, had a lady of the night in Vegas call me a flat back when I walked out our hotel. Fun times.
Oh, what?
A flat back?
What does that mean?
Maybe she was checking out your spine. Sean says, motion lights outside. Yes. The floodlight cam is a motion, but they didn't see him because he was shorter than the car.
Yeah.
And it didn't activate it.
Not to give everything away, but we have giant bushes on the right side of our driveway. Giant bushes. I mean, they're like 9 feet tall. And John was parked so far to the side by the bush of the driveway that when he came down the sidewalk on the scooter, he went straight for the driver's door, which was right there because we were parked backwards.
He was well hidden.
It was a prime setup for him. I mean, we couldn't have been any more gracious to allow him to do it.
Beard says Paul's using an iPhone 6S, so he needs a new phone.
6S? Okay, Paul.
Meg's with us. Lilac Seller Meg, late to the party, but happy to have gotten here. Nice to see you.
We're glad you're here.
Spam Banshee, John should get a CPAP so you don't need earplugs. I don't have sleep apnea.
He doesn't have sleep apnea, and they won't give him a CPAP.
And I don't want to be Darth Vader.
No.
Crimey River says, something is in the air, and I got skimmed, and I had to replace my card. I hate all the commotion and changes that comes with that. Yeah,
that's a pain in the neck.
I mean, you got to go through more than we do, you know. Beard says, shotgun call to judge is very good for home defense. Short barrel, spreads quick, not much aim needed.
Yep.
Derek says, there was a speedy disconnect, reconnect on my end. Okay. Samantha says, that's crazy what happened. I recently started watching Westerns. I love those films now. Well, think of a Western without a showdown, and there's only one person, and they have no gun. They just come into your house and take your stuff. Beard says, $250 sale without the like button. John is radioactive. I'm telling you, you came close to that like button. You would have had a $500 sale if you would have hit it.
Flatback means I have no behind.
Oh, okay. They're checking you out.
Yeah, I don't have an ass either.
Shopping with Cheryl says, maybe he can be found at the Dwarf Wrestling.
Seriously, that's when I was looking at the camera. I'm like, damn, he's so short.
Paul, your phone still has enough battery for you to hear that. The giant bushes. Did anyone else think of the 70s? Sean says, surely the thief left his fingerprints everywhere. Confident the police will find him.
Yeah, they swabbed everything that he touched, which was all the door handles.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play the Tree Cat infomercial, I guess. Is a very short clip, but we want to give away a hat and a shirt. So put a number between 1 and 300 in the chat. We're getting more and more people, a hat and a shirt, and hopefully you can win one. And we'll come right back and we'll do the drawing. You guys hear us talk a lot about cross-listing on this program. And you guys know that we talk also a lot about TreeCat. It's just packed full of features. And the cool thing is it's really not a program that's 100% only for cross-listers. Yes, if you're a cross-lister, there's no need to even use any other tool. But there's a cool feature I really haven't talked about a lot, and that's their AI photo listing feature that allows you to upload one or more photos for one or more listings, and the AI is going to step in and do your listing work for you. And then all you have to do is go in, double check the work, and launch your listings, and you've saved yourself a ton of time. Now, the best part about this is that this is yet just another feature built within TreeCat, and you do not pay for any listings that you make until the item sells. So you only pay when you sell with TreeCat, and you can list hundreds, thousands of listings. They don't care. It's the only time that you're ever going to pay is when it sells. Now, for the first 2 months, if you use my code down below, you won't have to pay at all for the first 2 months. And then you can evaluate what I've been trying to tell you all along, that TreeCat is the best program, and this just puts it over the top. So what are you waiting for? So what are you waiting for, darn it? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give away. We're going to, let me remove the comment so you can see. And we're going to go ahead and give away one of these things, a hat and a shirt. You get to choose what size shirt you want. And we will end it with Derek at 55, and we'll see who wins. All right, here we go. Good luck. I guess this is being brought to you by Walt Disney World. And
Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
No, it's not. We're
It's
not
a TreeCat.
sponsored.
Here we go. 194. So let's see. Jenna's going to have to do her homework on that. 194 is the winner. And yeah, anybody come close? That's what we want to know. Derek says, speaking about dwarf wrestling, we had one coming into town on Wednesday. Have a ringside ticket, so it's called micro wrestling. Can't wait to watch it.
Oh my God, you have to take some video and put it in the Discord. I want to see. That's going to be a good show.
Samantha says, our bushes by the window has black widows and thorns. Either way, you're losing blood.
Yeah, we don't have it. Well, we don't have any that I know of. I'm sure there's spider webs in there.
Hit the like and get a sale.
Yes.
Beer says, I'm the only one looking in the garage to see what he could have stolen. Oh, what's rude? What happened? What happened? I don't know.
Okay. Winner is Glenn Cameron at 197.
There you go.
Great job.
So
congratulations.
send me my keyboard, please. Send me an email at flippinainteasy2020@gmail.com. Hold on, bear with me a second. I'll put it in the chat. flippinainteasy2020@gmail.com. Now, our mail carrier said he was going to be here today, but he hasn't picked up. We have quite a bit going out, and maybe we might have to make a run to the post office here. So we're going to end the show at that because we're at the end of the comments. And really, I didn't really have a chance to really prepare. Rather than not have a show, I thought we'd talk to you guys and let you guys know about it. And the crazy thing is, we had a lot of you guys came and hung out with us the entire time and wanted to know how we were doing. So thank you for that. We certainly appreciate you guys. Again, no show on Friday. Well, maybe a show on Friday. I'd like to say there's going to be a show,
it's not
a live stream.
Show. It's going to just be a live of me shipping.
Yeah. So if you guys want to come, just check and see what happens. I'm going to try to get some content out. Maybe work on some content tonight for this week. So come and check out not only this channel, but the Real Flippin Ain't Easy channel, which we haven't renamed yet. The link is in. We only have like 250 subs on that channel. So if you guys can, if you're watching this, you want to be a sub to that channel, please do that. Help me out. I want to try to see if I can grow that channel with the content I'm putting up. So with that said,
we did delist the headphones.
Yeah, they're
John
done.
John went in and
yeah, it's out. So with that said, I want to thank you guys for being here. We will see you. I will see you on next Monday's show. She might see you before then.
Yes. Love you guys. God bless. Stay safe. Keep your doors locked.
Take care. Oh!
Chargebacks, returns, and lowball offers too. Vero takedowns, they're a pain. What can we do? High selling fees, bad buys, and rude buyers galore. Flipping ain't easy, but we keep coming back for more. All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Sourcing great items is the key to success. Subscribe to the channel and stand above the rest. Focus on the thing that's within your control. Hang with Flippin' Ain't easy. Let's roll. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast Profit Playbooks. The name with Scott and Josh. Flipping's more than a game. Chargebacks, returns, and lowball offers too. A fear takedowns, they're a pain, what can we do? High selling fees, bad buys, and rude buyers galore. Flipping ain't easy, but we keep coming back for more. Oh, all resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them, you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. Flipping ain't easy, we're by your side. Sourcing great items is the key to success. Subscribe to the channel and stand above the rest. Focus on the thing that's within your control. Hang with Flippin' Ain't easy. Let's roll. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast Profit Playbooks, the name. With Scott and Josh, flipping's more than a game. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast Profit Playbooks, the name. With Scott and Josh, flipping's more than a game.